Okay, we're now joined by senior Rennia Davis. We'll take our first question from Maria.
Rennia, the story of the tournament so far, of course, has been what broke Thursday with the disparities between the men and the women. What was the team's reaction to that? And then how do you turn around and refocus and get ready, of course, for why you're there, which is Sunday's opening game?
Yeah, the simplest way I can put it was just disappointed. And just, like Kelly said, the large disparities between the men's and the women's setup. Obviously, there was a lot of complaints on social media, so some things have been getting changed and worked out now. Regardless of what size weight room we have, we still have a game to play tomorrow. And I think that's important for us to know. And obviously, we were disappointed, but again, we got to focus on the game regardless.
Ben?
Rennia, how do you feel like preparation has gone this week with kind of the different scenarios y'all have had to deal with? Kelly talked about having to wake up early and travel a decent bit to just be able to practice. How do you feel like preparation has gone this week despite having to deal with those kind of things?
Yeah, because the tournament is in several different areas of Texas, we have had to do quite a bit of traveling, but I think the coaches and the staff have done well as far as just making sure we're recovered. We did some stretching and stuff yesterday, Normatecing. I've been doing a lot of treatment specifically and just making sure my body is kept up because regardless, tomorrow it's time to play. So nothing else matters.
Jordan?
Hey, Rennia, with just the oddity of last year, I think over 50% of your roster has not competed in an NCAA tournament. What's it like kind of navigating, not only having freshmen that you kind of need to show the ropes, but also sophomores this year?
It's going to be tough, but it's definitely going to be attainable. I almost feel like I haven't competed in a tournament, considering the fact that we haven't got that far. And the last time we got far enough was my freshman year. So that was a while ago. So this is new for all of us, and we're always going to have to help each other out. We have coaches who've been there, so we're just going to have to listen to what they say and just adjust on the fly and just be ready all the time.
Corey?
Hey, Rennia, along those lines of it's been a while since Tennessee's gone far in this tournament, as you look to reestablish the Lady Vol brand in the sport, how important is for you guys to take that step and put, or you ladies, excuse me, to take that next step and put a couple of wins on the board at the very least?
Thanks for correcting that, Corey. It's important.
I got an 8-year-old at home. I try my best.
Yes. It's definitely important for us, and like I said, it's very attainable for us, for this group. We all believe we can do it, and I think that's what's most important, is that we have the confidence in ourselves and our ability, so that when we step out there, it doesn't really matter who we're playing against. We just want to win the game, whatever that takes, whatever that enlists of, and I really think we're going to get it done. So,
Ben?
Rennia, just what have you learned about MTSU this week and preparing for them, and kind of what's at the top of the to-do list to make sure y'all win?
Me personally, the top of my to-do list is limiting threes. That's been the biggest thing that I've seen in film. They shoot a lot of threes. To put it in perspective, I think one of the coaches mentioned that they shoot 6 more threes than Arkansas, which is a conference game for us. And they shot a lot of threes against us. So that kind of puts things into perspective, and we have to guard the three. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for us, guarding the three, and obviously using our size on the offensive end. But defensively, we're just going to have to make them put the ball on the floor.
Maria?
Rennia, you said you were going to pack your basketball goal, and based on social media, you did. Are you still undefeated in your hotel room?
Yeah, Maria, I'm undefeated, but of course I'm just playing against myself, so I'm gonna win every time in that one. Probably bring it down sometime soon to play against a couple of my teammates. They mentioned it to me. They want to get together and do some stuff. We can't go inside each other's room, so I'm trying to find somewhere down here in a neutral space where I can set something up, and I'll probably still be undefeated too. So, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna keep you updated.
Quick follow-up. You don't have to settle for threes, obviously, with your offensive game. Would you look to attack the basket, you think, more on Sunday, particularly with a size advantage?
Yeah, that's the game plan for me personally. I do want to attack the basket. I want to get to the free throw line and just create easy opportunities for my teammates, more specifically the post inside. I know we have a huge advantage inside, so I just want to drive when the defense collapse, probably throw it up to TK, throw it up to Cassie, just get some easy assists like that. If they collapse, hit Ray on the kick out. Just do whatever my team needs for me to do. But I will not be settling for the three. I will say that.
Gustavo.
Rennia, last time there was a tournament, 2019, you guys were the lower seed and also were eliminated in the first round. And now it's the opposite. You guys are the higher seed, but, I imagine you don't want to avoid the first round of elimination. What are your thoughts on being the higher seed right now and avoid an underdog defeat? You guys have this responsibility to, kind of the favorites.
Same mentality for me personally. I mean, I know we have a higher seed technically, but I still feel like we're the underdogs in this tournament. Maybe not in this first game, but every game after that, I feel like we're still considered the underdogs in my eyes. Not a lot of people think, that we're going to get much done, especially after this first game. So still the underdog, still got a lot to prove. And I still want to just come out with that same mentality as if, we were ranked at the lower seed.
Jordan.
Rennia, Kelly said that she kind of hopes the oddity of this tournament and the lead up to it allows you all to have an increased focus. Do you feel like that's the case going into tomorrow's game?
I'm sorry, I don't really understand the question.
Kelly said just the oddity of this tournament and kind of all that's led up to it, the isolation, everything. She hopes that it's allowed the team to have an increased focus on the task at hand. Do you feel like that's the case, that just the isolation, all the rules has allowed that?
Well, I would only hope so. I can only speak for myself and say that I enjoy the isolation. I enjoy the time that I have to myself to just kind of just recharge. That's how I recharge, is by myself. And I go in there and I think, and I get to do certain stuff that I don't get to do around large groups. So I enjoy this time. I need this time. And I know for me, when we step out there tomorrow, I'm ready to play because I've had all this time to just kind of like woosah, relax a little bit and just take some time to myself because I need that.
Maria.
Rennia, that's a good point. Introverts are not necessarily upset by this whole arrangement. It sort of helped introverts. But a follow-up question I know you guys were in COVID yesterday, so you didn't really get to watch much of the men's game, but is that just a reminder of how quickly it can end and a disappointment that you don't want to feel Sunday?
Yeah, so I actually was not in COVID testing because I'm still in my 90-day window, so I was able to watch the game, and that to me, that just made it that much more real. Just like you said, at any point in time, it could be over. You don't show up for a quarter, you don't show up for a half, and it could be over. So it just made it that much more real to see our boys lose yesterday. And I was just super saddened and disappointed and just hurt for them because I know how bad they wanted it. But unfortunately, you have to show up every single game, and you have to know that every team is trying to win. It's important. You just have to be the better team for that day, and I think that's what's important. I think that's what I'll just try to keep relaying to my teammates. As long as we're the better team for that game, that's all that matters. Doesn't have to be the prettiest win. Don't have to be a blowout. As long as we're up by one when the clock goes off, that's what matters.
All right. Thank you, Rennia, and thank you to everyone for joining us today. That will conclude our press conference.
Thank you.